Guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be taking a look at Auxbeam 7.5 LED work light. They were kind enough to send me a few more lights after the first video I put up of the 13.5, which I'll put a link down to that down below. I will also be including a link to this on Amazon. But so first off, the thing that I've come away with from Auxbeam's packing is it's packaged extremely well. It's a pretty unimpressive looking box, but it's really what's inside of it. Obviously the light, but really secure, and you can see the way that it's packaged in here. It's kind of like the 13.5. It's just kind of cradled in here by these blocks, but it also has this middle supporting one, and then it has another block back here that really isolates this thing so it does not move, and then it uses the mounting hardware box as another form of like a structure that I can stand up against. So this is just a box. We'll go over that in a second, but let's pull this light out really quick. So you can see that this one is just, it's carved out just like that for the light. And then we actually have the light itself. It's actually a small light, which will be good for some of you guys. If you don't really have enough room to mount a big light bar, but just the craftsmanship of this light is amazing. I mean, these LEDs are just beautiful. I mean, they're huge, is what they are. And this thing has got some bulk to it. It's probably 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, somewhere in there. And the mounting options are a little bit different. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I mean, it does work if and I can see why they did it, because it's more of a universal way to mount things. Whether you have like a push bar, or if the mounting surface that you have is not exactly wide enough. But you basically, I'll go over it later, but basically this is your mounting channel right here, instead of the popular way to do it is here on the sides. But the other nice thing too is the insulation around the power wire coming around through the housing, and that snugs in there really well. And same stuff. It's got the end caps that hold on right here, followed by the rails, and then you also have the actual. And then this still has the plastic liner from the factory, and you can see how clear it is without it right there. But I just left it on just to not scratch it. Get all the air pop bubbles out of this, but yeah, this is just you got the huge heat sinks back here and everything else. But I just wanted to show that light, and then we just like the other Auxbeam video, we will be hooking this up at night to see how bright it is. And sit you guys down to look at the hardware in here. Oops. Okay, so this is a single mount. So you get one mount that holds that light up, which is more than sufficient, and you got a monster bolt right here that goes through this thing, and all of your respected hardware. They are the hex bits for the side locks here that go in through here and through this. And just like that other Auxbeam light, it has those little feet built right into the mount, which I really love, because you don't have to hold that bolt anymore while you're tightening it down from above or below. So really nice. Alright, sorry about that, the boss pulled up. So yeah, like I was saying, all this hardware is included with the light itself, and that feet, like I said, I do love these little pegs in here that hold the bolt in, and all comes in this really small box and whatnot, which is perfect. And the thing that I can't stress enough is just how good the packing is from Auxbeam, because I've had both of my light bars basically just come inside of a styrofoam bed, and it flops around a lot during shipping, and unless you really pay for the shipping warranty, those boxes get thrown around a lot on the shipping process to your home or business or wherever. And so it's just extra insurance to make sure that this light is not going to get banged around at all, because you don't want your expensive light to break before you even get it. So, and yeah, I just can't get over how beautiful those housings are and everything else. So, but yeah, this light is also, actually no, this one I'm donating to my school. For those of you who don't know, I just about done. I've got 1 semester left of my automotive technology program out at Oxnard College out in Oxnard, California. And if you live in that area, I mean, it's a drive for me. It's 100 miles round trip almost for me to go to school. But I fell in love with the program, and it's worth the gas that I put in this. And so if you're in that program, or if you're in the area and you love cars, or you're even just curious on how they work, because community colleges aren't that expensive, I would highly suggest that you take that class. But yeah, I'm donating this because I'm almost done, and after every semester we have our semester end barbecues, and we do raffle prizes and stuff like that, and this will be entered towards the end. And yeah, so I wanted to give something back to the school and to my fellow students, just to show my appreciation for the program and the immense amount of knowledge that I've accumulated over the last 1.5 years of working on cars. And so this one will be donated. I do have another light that I will be putting another video review up, and that one will also be included in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you're not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and once we hit 1,000, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway on 3 items. That 13.5 inch, what is it, like? I think it's like a 12 inch or something like that, the next one that I'm putting up, and then also a universal light bar wiring harness is going to be the 3rd prize. So, but yeah, so we're gonna wait until it gets nice and dark out here, and we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up and see just how bright it really is. I mean, I'm anticipating a very bright light, yeah, given its small size, just by looking at these LEDs, and just how blown away I was by the first light that Auxbeam sent me. So I mean, if you really want a nice powerful light in a reasonably small package, and slimline package actually, that 13.5 inch with those Phillips bulbs, oh my god, you can't beat it. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and cut away to a night scene and fire this thing up. Alright you guys, so we are back outside again, and it is nice and dark, and it's actually starting to rain a little bit, which we need it here in California. So same usual, same as last time I should say. I got this same old wire harness that I got laying around. Got her hooked up, real basic setup just to show you guys how this light works and everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and we'll hit the switch if I can find it again. There it is. And there she is, and this is still with that plastic sheeting on there, and yeah, still beautiful light. Really hot actually, but oh my god, I'm blind now, but you can see it's got some wonky connections here, but you can still see it's lighting up those trees and everything else beautifully, and it's actually really focused in the center, and then it's actually got some, and you can see it's raining and everything else, but yeah, it's lighting everything up really nice. And this is really good performance out of such a small light, and you can see over there it's still lighting everything up really well, but it's not as focused as the Philips light is, that 13.5 inch, and which I kind of like it. It's a broader range light, and it's lighting up more things, and like it's lighting up the neighbor's trees and everything else over there. So for such a small design, this light, oh damn it, just went out. I didn't have any permanent connections or anything. I'm just kind of had them sitting in there. If I can find that switch, there it goes. So yeah, this light is very, very powerful. And get my phone back out here. So yeah, this light is extremely powerful for given its small size. And I mean, for what I can see, the only thing that I would really change is, I mean, it's, when I look at it from a, because I need to get out of the mindset of how I have mine set up, is, and some people may like it, some people may not like it, is the way that you mount it, which is this open channel right here. And, you put the nut through this little square hole here, and then you thread the screw through here, the bolt, and that's how you mount it, which it's great for motorcycles, ATVs, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's an improvised sort of mount, and for such a small size, I do understand why they went to this style mounting option, other than, you know, this on the side there like they usually do. But you know, for general purpose, it's actually, I mean, this is 2 for 2 now on Auxbeam's lights that they've sent me. It's, you know, it's the size that gets to me and how well this light performs for such a small light. But yeah, you know, it's lighting everything up out here, which you know, hats off to Auxbeam on this one. And you know, and that was still with the reflector, the little protective film on this thing still. So I'm, you know, not that there'd be a huge difference without it on, but I'm sure you'd see a little bit more clarity out of it. But yeah, this light is the only thing I can really say is wow, due to the fact of its small size and the amount of light that it actually does put out. You can definitely tell that it's pumping a lot of power through here due to how hot it feels. I mean, it's not like meltdown or anything, but it's definitely warm, and it definitely attributes to how deep these heat sinks are on the back of this. So yeah, cooling is definitely a big factor with this, and make sure that if you do mount this somewhere, it's gonna get some wind, you know, whether it's up on the front, the rear, or anything else. But yeah, so that pretty much concludes this review of the light. Just a, you know, brief overview of it, but since I don't really have anywhere else to mount a light on my truck to really do a long-term test over this. But yeah, so like I said, I'll put a link down to the first Auxbeam light that I did, the 13.5 inch, and then I will also throw a link to this down on Amazon where you can buy it if you want. And yeah, so comments, questions, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button. And again, if you want to participate in that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, you know, just go ahead and click that subscribe button. And last time I checked, I was at like what was I, 883, something like that. And so, you know, thank you guys, keep up the good work. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and put this guy back in the box, and then this is going to get sent to my school, like I said, for a donation at the end of the semester. And then the next video that will be up will be the bigger version of this light that Auxbeam sent me. So take care, guys.